Okay, let us start the class. In today's class, we are going to understand Daemon thread. Daemon thread in Java. Okay, in last session, I tried to brief inter-thread communication, and that is called cooperation and deadlock. Two topics we have covered. So today I want to brief about Daemon thread. Okay, now uh, show and run commands. Click on that. Show and run commands. Okay. Create new Java project. Click on this. Now here, click on no build tools. Now a file will be your C drive. You need to specify a folder where our Java source file to be stored. This is my folder. So select that folder. Now here you pass a name to file name. You need to specify a file name. Today our file name is called Daemon because Daemon thread. No? So Daemon, Daemon, Daemon dot Java. No need to write dot Java. Okay, no need to write dot Java because it automatically takes it as a dot Java file. Now you enter here. Okay. Now what happened? This window will be open. Maximize this window here under this source app.java. You rename this. This is the file. No? It is the default file. You rename this as what? Your that is what you rename. Rename your name is your file name is Daemon. Daemon. Daemon.java. Okay, enter now. So once you enter, then what happened? This file, okay, this daemon.java file will be opened. Now you change this class name. This is, as I told you, that this is the main method. This is the main method. Sorry, main class. And this is the main method. Okay. You can change the main class name. So as your file name. What is our file name? Daemon. So now I have changed my class name equal to file name. Now the main method never be changed. If you change, you can change the main class name. As I told you that this is the word main class. Main class. Okay. Now this is the main method. This is main method. Okay. These are two default. Whenever you open a Java file, whenever you open a .java file, so main class and main method, they will be the default. So after that, whatever you want to do, you can write. Okay, this is the main method. So you can't change main method name. Suppose if I want to change as main method as Vasu, so I think it will not accept it. Okay, let us see if you compile this one. Suppose this Vasu, I have changed the main method name as Vasu. So this is one default instruction. A statement is here, printout statement. If you compile this code, so now what happened? It will give error. Error main method not found in the file. This is error main method not found in the file. File is what? Daemon.java is file. And within this main method is not found. Please define it. Okay, this is the error. So always you never be able to change. Okay, main method is to be keep it as it is. Okay, now it is main method. Now if you compile this, you will get the output. Okay, that is what one hello world print statement will be. You can get a printout of where is that hello world? This is hello world printed. Okay, hello world is printed. Means your code is executed. This one line of statement is. Now topic is what? Today's topic is Daemon thread. Daemon, D-A-E-M-O-N, Daemon thread. Okay. So what is Daemon thread? So first of all, we need to understand somewhat theory about this. What is this Daemon thread? Daemon thread means It is a service provider. Is a service provider. Okay, which provides the service to, who will provide the service to, which provides the service to this diamond thread. It is a service provider which provides the service to user threads. Okay, user threads are what? User threads means normally we create the threads to execute some lines of code. So they are called user thread. User threads means user, as a programmer, we are creating the threads. Under the thread, some lines of code is there. That line of code will be executed by the threads. Okay. So diamond thread, it provides the service to the user threads. Okay. So next. So I want to write many things. So I think it is better to write multiple comments here. Okay. Multiple comments means /star, then */ end. Okay. Within this, I can keep multi-line of comments. Okay. Now next statement is what? Diamond thread. So it provides the service to the user threads. Next word, it is created automatically. Created automatically. And dies means dies automatically. Dies automatically means diamond thread will be created automatically and dies terminates automatically. This is one more sentence. After that, next word, which provides service to user threads for background supporting tasks. That is what it is sentence for background supporting task. This is the for background supporting task. Okay, you simply understand this one like this. Okay, next word, it is created automatically and dies automatically. This is one more sentence. Okay, means it will not be created by the programmer. Okay, automatically this will be created and it terminates automatically. So its lifetime depend upon user threads. Its lifetime depend upon the user threads. Why its lifetime depend upon user threads? Why? Because if there is no any user thread, so automatically it will be terminated. Automatically it will be terminated, killed. Okay. So means what, try to understand. So if there is no any user thread, so user has not created any thread. So JVM automatically terminates the diamond thread. Okay. Its lifetime depend upon user threads. Why it is depend upon its lifetime? Because if there is no any user thread, so then moment automatically it will be terminated by JVM. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. Okay. So next is what? Next, theoretically we need to somewhat understand that. Okay. Next is what? Somewhat examples. So we will try to understand what are the examples. Some examples, what? That is what? GC. GC is what? Garbage collector. Okay. It is one diamond thread. Okay. So this means garbage collector, it will provide the service to the user threads. Next, one more is that formalize. Formalize, okay? These two formalizer, okay? These two, we can say that these are the somewhat examples for your Daemon thread. Daemon thread is a service provider who provide the service to the user threads, okay? Next what? Theory. Is it enough? Otherwise, how can we know that? Let us see, how can we know that? Let us open our command prompt. Okay. Open our command prompt. Under this command prompt, if I type J console, so then what happens? Let us see. J console is not recognized as an internal command. Okay. So leave it there. So, but I have studied that by J console command prompt, we can see all the daemon threads. Okay. Priority, its priority is very low. So priority, already we have studied about that. Priority is low. We have studied about the priority of threads. The highest priority is 10, lowest priority is equal to 1. Okay, normally default priority for the threads 5. So its priority, as I told you, that thread has the priority. Okay, so highest priority 10, lowest priority 1, default priority for the threads 5. So next word, console, J console at command prompt. If you type J console at command prompt, so it will give all the running daemon threads. But I have typed here, but it is not being recognized. J console, let us see. Okay, no issue. Now come down. So I will write that statement also, because whenever we have the time, if any time, no. So J console tool. It is a tool used to know running daemon threads. Okay. J console tool used at command prompt. Okay. Command prompt. J console tool used at command prompt to know running daemon threads. Okay. So somewhat theory we try to understand. Okay, it is okay, but we need to practically, because if you study a lot of theory, that is not sufficient to understand the topics. Okay, we need to do somewhat practicals. Until we will not do any practicals, it is very difficult to understand the topics. So somewhat I have given the general idea what is daemon thread. Okay, in the previous lessons we had tried to understand what is thread, how to create the thread. The multi-threading is what? Synchronization of threads. Under the synchronization, we have tried made two ways. That is what? Mutual exclusive. Under the mutual exclusive, I have briefed about that static synchronization, synchronized block, synchronized method. In last Friday and Saturday, we tried to understand inter-thread communication, that is cooperation, and finally on Saturday deadlock. I tried to complete that. Okay, so a lot of topics we have to try to understand on multi-threading and synchronization concepts, and this is somewhat topic today. So now let us do write little bit of code to understand how can we find out that thread is daemon thread, otherwise user thread. Let us do that. Okay, let us write a little bit of code. So first of all, this is what public class daemon. Okay, now you use extends keyword. Extends keyword, I told you that once you have used extends keyword in Java to create the threads. Okay, there are two ways to create the threads in Java. One is by extending a class. Another way is implementing a runnable interface. So here extends keyword extends what? Thread class. Thread class. Okay. Now what happened? A class public. Okay, public is its access modifier. So it clearly indicates that this class Daemon, its access level is public, means this class can be accessed from anywhere. If it is a part of a package is nothing but a folder. That folder may have a lot of classes. So this class can be accessed from outside of this class. Okay, that's it, public. Okay, extends keyword means now Daemon thread becomes what? Your child class, and thread class becomes what? Your parent class. So extend keyword use that moment here inheritance occurs. Inheritance occurs. Okay, inheritance means what? This thread class becomes parent class, and whatever the methods and attributes, they will be inherited by this child class. Okay, what are the methods of thread class? I told you in the previous session, run method is there, start method is there, sleep method is we have studied, and join method we have studied. These are the methods of thread class. This is thread class is part of your language package, built-in package. Under the built-in package, built-in method classes. Okay, so under that, the thread class has a lot of methods we have discussed in the previous classes. So now what happened here? Inheritance occurs. I told you that this is it becomes parent class, and it has the whatever the methods and attributes, they will be inherited by child class. Now then after what happened? Now I told you that this has a method, this thread class, that method name is equal run method. So we need to write public void. Void means this method will not return anything. So now it is a method, run is a method. Under this method, we need to write some word statements, flower open brace, flower braces within this, under this run method. I told you that word, this run method, this thread class has a default run method inbuilt. So now we are creating a run method in child class. So now what happened here? Method overriding occurs. Method commenting, method overriding. I will explain what is overriding. Overriding occurs here. So what is method overriding? Try to understand. If any parent class has a method, a same method declared and defined, declared in child class. Now this is the child class, and same default run method of thread class we are declaring under child class. So then that moment method overriding occurs. Okay, that is called method overriding. Means parent class, whatever the method name, that is same method if we have in child class. So that is called method overriding occurs. So now then within this, now I want to write some word statement, that is if. Okay, because now we want to check back that whether there is any Daemon thread or working user thread. So under this if brackets, now you write this code. Okay, thread dot. We in the previous session we tried to understand current. Okay, current thread. Okay. So thread dot current thread. This method, this current thread, it is a method of thread class. Okay. So this current thread will indicate that. So running thread is what? Which is the running thread, current thread. Okay. So after that, one more method I want to use here, that is called is Daemon method. Is Daemon method. Method means suffixed with the parenthesis. So then after I need to put a brace here. Why? Because I need to put a brace here. So now see, try to understand what happened. So this, what is the meaning of that? So this current thread, it is a method of thread class. Okay. So this current thread indicates that which is the thread which is executing. So out of that, suppose 5 threads are executing. So which is the executing the first thread? Current thread is what? Out of 5 threads are executing, what is the current thread? Current thread means currently what is executing. And then So is it daemon? So that thread is daemon thread, otherwise user thread. So this daemon method will be used to know that whether the thread is daemon service provider thread, otherwise user thread. Okay. So under this line of statement, under this we will write a printout statement system dot out println. So under this, okay. Now this is daemon. This is daemon thread. Okay. This is daemon thread. Now you accept this. Okay. Okay. Now it's okay. Now after that, you need to. This is okay. Now you finish this one. You finish this one. Now else, if else, okay. Else open brace. Else open brace. Now otherwise you copy this same as it is. Okay. The printout statement you pass the paste here. Now this is user thread. This is user thread. So you remove this brace. Now what happened? Try to understand. Okay. Now under the main string. Okay. Now first of all, you need to check back that whether all this is the class brace. Okay. This is the method, run method brace. Two braces are there. If statement start brace, this is closed. Else block open closed. If block open, if block closed. Else block closed, open, else block closed. Okay, now rise. Now, what about this run method? The run method that is terminated with this brace. So this is no need of this brace here. Okay, because this brace is used for your method, run method. Okay, now under this main method, create the object for who you need to create for the object for your class. This is your daemon class. So child class. Okay, now you create a daemon class, and this is the syntax for creation of the object. So here I don't want to object name. I want to keep some words separate. That is what T1. Okay. So now daemon is in a class, child class, object created. This is the object name, new keyword, and daemon class name again, parenthesis. Now this is called your default constructor. Default constructor. Okay. This is a special method. Now come down. I have made a topic over default constructor, and I have created a video and I kept in YouTube repository. Okay, you can get full knowledge over constructor. Okay, how the constructor will when do you need to create the constructor and what is the role of the constructor. So you can go there and check back. Okay, now one that is what one object is created. Okay, now object created, now it becomes a thread. Okay, now come down is what, let us check. After that, okay, you copy this one, you create some more threads, some more objects, paste. You paste one more. Okay, now you change the name of these objects as T2. So once object is created, means now your threads are created. Okay. Now why these are showing error means the threads to be started. That's why they are giving error. The value of the local T3 is not used. Okay, so they need to be started. So now try to understand. 3 threads I have created, and one thread we can set the thread as a daemon thread. Okay, service thread. Okay, so how to suppose T1 dot a method is there, set daemon. Set daemon. It is a method of your. This is a method of your thread class. Okay, this is set daemon. See, it is a method of thread class. Okay, so this method will be used to set any thread. We can set it as a daemon thread. Okay, daemon means it is not user thread. Okay, we are managing it as a daemon thread. So in the bracket, we need to pass a value, that is Boolean value. We need to pass Boolean. Boolean value means what? Now T1's thread, it is set by as programmer as a daemon thread. Okay. Now you start them all. T1 dot start. Okay. T1 dot start bracket. Okay. Now terminate this. Terminate with the semicolon. Now T2 dot start. Okay, I told you that this start method, they are the methods of what? Your thread class. Now T3 dot start. Okay, bracket. Now terminate with the semicolon. Now what happened? For the child class, object created. Once object created, so that is means once object created means now your thread is in new state. Okay, thread is in what? New state. Okay. So now, so these two braces, one is for your, this is for your main method. This is for your main method, this brace, because this line clearly indicating that this is for main method, this brace for your main class. Okay, main class. Okay. This is okay. Now, we have created a method, run method, that is terminated here. This is else block. Okay, else block created and closed, and this is your if block, open and closed with the braces. Now let us check that what is happening here. After that, whether the code is executed, I will explain somewhat. Now what is happening here? See, this is daemon thread. This is a daemon thread, means number first thread is we have set this thread as a daemon thread true. If I make this as false means false, then what happened? Say, see what is happening here, syntax error. So that is called exception. Compilation error. The exception is, which type of exception it is? Called not daemon. So that is okay. One more, I have given one more extra bracket. So remove this bracket, one more. Okay, now it is okay. What happened? You compile this. So this is user threads. Okay. So now all are user threads. Okay, because I told you that T1 dot set daemon method used to set that thread as a daemon, otherwise user thread. Whenever you pass the true value here, means now this T1 thread becomes your user, that is what daemon. Okay, true. If you pass Boolean value as false, now it becomes true. Okay, now it becomes what? First thread becomes daemon thread. So you will get the daemon thread answer here. So first thread is daemon thread, means service, it provides the service to the user threads. So now what happened? Try to understand. So let us try to understand here a little bit what I did here. That is very important. 10 minutes are there for the first period. Okay. Now try to understand. So as I told you that this is what one child class and the threads. This is the way to create the threads. I told you that there are two ways to create the threads in Java. One is by extending to extend a class. Okay, here child class, extending thread class. Thread class is your built-in class. That is built-in class of your package, language package. So now this has a method, so many methods we studied, run method, start method. Whenever we call the start method, this start method is not method of your daemon child class. It is the method of what? The thread class. So whenever we call the start method, it implicitly means immediately looks for run method. That is the built-in method of your thread class. So under that, whatever the instructions written, they will be executed. Okay, they will be executed by a thread. Okay. Executed by what thread? This is one thread. So this is the first thread, that is Daemon. So this line of code will not be executed by them. So next thread is user thread. So this line, second thread, this will execute this line of code. Okay. So it has done that. Okay. That is what it has executed, that it is stating that it is a user thread, it is a Daemon thread. So this is one way to understand is what is the use of Daemon thread. Okay, Daemon thread is what? It is a service provider to provide the services to the what type of service? Example, GC. GC is what? Garbage collector. What it does, garbage collector, whenever threads are there, so that moment, if some threads are not useful, normally objects will be created in your heap memory of RAM. Okay, whenever object is created, its reference is in stack memory, and object is created in heap memory. So both heap and stack memory part of your RAM. So once object is created, its reference is in stack memory. Reference is what? Memory address. That will be stored in a reference variable in your stack memory. So this GC, it is a Daemon thread. What it does, we will study in next class. What it does, it will kills the unused objects. So if unused objects are removed or killed, then it is called garbage collection. So once if so many objects are created and there is no use of them, so memory will be consumed more. So to make efficient memory, this garbage collector automatically run by the JVM, Java Virtual Machine, to remove all the objects which are being not in used. Okay, that is the thing. So next, if we want to study somewhat about this, that is what your Daemon thread. I will brief some word which is very useful. If I have somewhat material, we will study about that. That is very important. Daemon thread. So come here. Where is the Daemon thread class? Huh? Okay. Now, as I told you that, so many Daemon threads run automatically. As I told you that one is garbage collector and finalizer. Okay. Now what? Who will terminate the Daemon threads? Okay. JVM, Java Virtual Machine, terminates the Daemon thread. Automatically it terminates. Automatically, yeah. And it creates the Daemon threads also. JVM creates the Daemon thread automatically. Next is what? When JVM, Java Virtual Machine, create automatically the Daemon threads, if any user thread is there, if there is a user thread is there, then JVM automatically creates the Daemon thread. If no more user threads are there, if any Daemon thread is created automatically by Java Virtual Machine, so it automatically kills that, removes that. So its life is depend upon user threads. Okay, then one point to be noted. Next is what? So Daemon thread has only one role other than providing of service to the user threads. It has only that is the role. Okay. Next is what? So question is what? One question: why JVM, Java Virtual Machine, terminates the Daemon thread if there is no user thread? Why? Why Java Virtual Machine terminates the Daemon thread if there is no any user thread? Because it is a service provider, so it provides the service to the user threads for background supporting tasks. Okay, so background supporting task means threads run behind of the under the background. Okay, threads when applications are running, so in behind of that application, background process, background threads will be executed. So that moment, if there is no any user thread, so JVM automatically close the terminates the daemon threads. Okay. Next is what means what, if there is no any user thread, why the JVM needs to run the daemon thread? It is memory consuming. So for efficient management of the memory, daemon thread, if there is no any user thread, daemon thread will not be in running. Okay, that is what. So some methods for daemon thread, we have used some method. There are only two methods for daemon thread. They are the part of your thread class. They are the part of your thread class and under the language package. So two methods provided by thread class for daemon class. One is daemon is a method. Means by this method we can check back that. So running thread is the daemon thread as well as user thread. Okay. Another one method is that that is what that is daemon. Okay, set daemon method already we have used it here. So set daemon, we can set a thread as a daemon. Okay, so we need to pass the value. Boolean value is true. So if we pass true value, so that thread will become daemon thread. Okay, if we pass as false, that will become user thread. So there are two methods which are part of your language package. Two methods, they are the part of your thread class. Okay, for the daemon thread. Okay, two methods are there only. Next is what one practical example we try to understand that. That is okay. So next, some point which is related with this. So whenever we have made a thread as daemon, okay, user thread as a daemon. So suppose this is user thread, but I have made it as a daemon thread. Then what happened? So it is not to be started, okay, by start method. Okay. So if we start that, what happened? So it will give an exception. Okay, that is called illegal thread state exception. So let us that practical we will do that. Okay, that practical we will do here. So now time is what it is going to be terminate. Okay, so now here, so whenever a user thread that is changed as a daemon thread, so it is not to be started. Okay, so if it is started, it will give the, that is what exception. Exception means what? Error. So now this is the second practice we will do it here. Where is that? Welcome. This is the welcome. Now you create one more app is here. Okay. How to create one more new file? New file. Select file, Jupyter Notebook, new Java file. So I want to create one more file. Open a file. So now here, let us see. Copy.